Welcome to the Grit and Grace podcast, where real conversations meet real growth. This is the place where we lean into life's challenges with grit and rise above them with grace. Whether you're here for encouragement, practical tools, or a reminder that you're not walking this journey alone, you're in the right place. So let's dive in. What's up, Christy?
What's up?
Yes. We're looking a little tired.
Yes. It's a different day for us to record podcasts.
It is.
Being spontaneous.
We are being spontaneous, actually based on fatigue, right?
Pretty much.
Welcome, guys. This is our Boston Marathon recap.
Yes.
So
We made it.
Yes, we made it. So the Boston 5K was last Saturday. Today's Friday. So it was Saturday, and then Boston Marathon was Monday. So we're still in the same week. And then we traveled home on Tuesday, and then we came straight to work.
Yes,
so,
because I looked at your watch today, and I said, I've already ran 40 miles this week.
Yeah.
And you're like, the marathon's still on there.
I know. I ran the marathon this week. So we're excited to bring you this, especially since we've talked about it. So go back and travel the journey with us, because literally nearly 1 year ago is the first time that I tried to qualify at Grandma's. And so if you go back to that podcast, we recapped Grandma's Marathon. And I think actually, and we'll touch on this, but I think when we had one night that we were together, our families went somewhere and while we were gone, and I said, you know what, I'm thankful for Grandma's.
Yes.
That's a good life lesson. It's a good life lesson because Grandma's hurt. And now a year later, I'm like, I'm thankful for that lesson. But anyway, you can run with us through Grandma's on a podcast, and then through Beantown when we qualified. And then, so we've talked about Boston, for 8 months.
We've been talking about it for a long time.
Yes. So we are just going to take y'all through the journey. So I decided a year ago that I wanted to qualify for Boston. We went to Duluth, Minnesota, and I ran the full marathon in Duluth, and you ran the half. It was your first half. And I did not qualify. It was a hard race, and some things went wrong. And so then I did a last-minute qualifier in Beantown, which was in Boston, and that's when I qualified the first weekend of September.
You qualified the day before the cutoff?
The day before the cutoff. And so my qualifying time, the way Boston works, Boston is 80% people that qualified. So 31,000 people ran. 80% of them were there because they qualified. And I thought that was neat because looking at everybody, all the athletes, that they had a story to get there. Wasn't that cool?
It was very cool. But I think one of the biggest things that I was telling as spectators and telling the kids while we were watching for you and everything is we heard it on a podcast where they talked about like all of the racers that were there are like podium in their local cities.
Yes.
Like they're the best in their local town.
That you're like there with people that are used to winning the race.
Yes. And now you're just amongst them.
Yeah, and you're just like another person. But yeah, that was really cool.
It was neat. But it was neat to see, because when you go to marathons and you go to that, the end of the crowd, the end of the marathon, it's a little bit different. The runners, but I never saw someone
no dogs
not
or
running,
strollers,
no walkers. I mean, there were some emotional moments of helping runners.
Yeah, people that were in trouble.
Solid athletes.
Yeah, it was cool. Like the morning on the subway, seeing all the athletes, I'm like, I love seeing all these healthy people.
Yes.
But so I ran in Beantown. My qualifying time, the way Boston works, your qualifying time is based on age. My qualifying time was 3 hours, 35 minutes. But then so many people apply for Boston that there's a cutoff that you don't know until it's based on like the sample that applies. You have to be better than your cutoff. So this year you had to be about 5 minutes better than your cutoff. So I was 21 minutes under my cutoff. So because my qualifying time was 3:14 at that time.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So anyway, that was kind of the qualifying journey. And then why don't you tell about how you ended up in the lottery for the 5K?
Yeah. So they do a lottery for the 5K and entered into it, and we found out fast.
Yeah, it was like a week or two, right?
I mean, yeah. So I don't know why did they do a 5K?
Well, Probably just because there's so many people
Just
there.
so many people, and so, just an other event.
Yeah.
And there was some people running the Boston Marathon,
Yeah.
running the 5K. I guess it was their shakeout run.
Well,
like I
because
did in
Bessie over
Houston.
here would have done that if I
Yes.
would have known. I was feeling a little left out. So, but it was
Yeah,
so cool
it
that
was
you got
so
to run.
It was very good. It was flat, but the best part about it is the 5Kers got to run the finish line.
Yeah.
So we got to run the way that they finished the Boston Marathon and
Yeah.
go through that, and it was good.
Yeah.
Great experience.
So good.
So flat.
Yes, so flat.
So flat.
Don't rub that in. So we traveled with both our families.
Yes.
And so that was just like fun in and of itself.
Yes,
Right?
it is. It's great.
So our air travel was good. We left on Thursday because we decided to leave a day early, and we were so
Yes,
thankful that
so
we did. And so it was pretty uneventful until we got there. And then, one of the highlights, like sticky memories, is that I rented a 15-passenger van.
Yes.
And so I thought it was a good idea because we had 9 people and there was really not going to be another car to accommodate. And so no big deal until we got there. And then if anybody's ever been to Boston, y'all, the streets are so narrow. As Christy's husband Lance said when we left, I mean, this is the oldest city in the U.S. and you rented this 15-passenger van.
Yes. Ramsey is a saint.
My sweet husband, he did so good.
He did so
was
good.
really good sport too.
He
I
did.
mean, it was hard. We
Yes.
had some tight areas.
Oh.
Christy even had to chat GPT the height of the van. We had to back out of a parking garage because it was too high.
Yep.
So,
was
the
definitely a
van was like a thing.
It was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah. I mean,
it was a great experience. We tried to get away from using the van. My husband was determined to get the bus route and learn the bus route, so we didn't have to take the van everywhere.
But we took the subway a lot, but we still had to drive to the subway.
Drove the van.
Yeah, we drove the van to the subway. So that was fun. And then our first night, I think I was the first one to take a shower, and there was I gave Bridget, our youngest, a shower,
Yep.
and there was no hot water.
None.
And so it was a test. I'm still not necessarily proud of my reaction. But anyway, when we called VRBO, they said to Chrissy's husband, Lance, was hot water listed on the amenities?
Was a hot water heater listed on the amenities?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
yes.
So we did a little cold sponge bath that night, to make a long story short, and the next day they replaced the entire hot water heater in the
Yes.
VRBO.
Yes.
So
It's just a reminder to really do your due diligence looking at Airbnbs, because this is where we discovered that there is a stock photo
there's a stock photo that
for
yes.
Airbnbs for Boston.
Yeah.
Because if you guys remember our story in Dorchester,
Yes.
the last time we were in Boston, it was a similar experience that we had to exit the Airbnb quickly in the middle of the night. Not really the middle of the night. It's
Our
the middle of the night for
night.
us. And leave because of our safety. And this time, same thing happens.
Yeah.
We go into the Airbnb and there's no hot water heater. None. There's not a hot water heater. And the people were not very nice.
They were not very nice. But anyway, Boston 2027, when Christy and I go, we're going to stay in a hotel.
Hotel.
So-
Yes, we're looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
But
are
anyway,
looking.
it all turned out fine. It all turned out good. So what is your best memory of our Boston trip?
I mean, the kids get along so well.
Yeah.
Because I brought my 19-year-old son, Lawson, and she has her 4 girls, and she's got Bridget, who's the little entertainment. She's just cute and little and just hung all over my 19-year-old.
Yes.
And he just loves it, and he just accepted it. And then you see, Lawson and Claire, walking down the street having a conversation.
Yes.
And, it's just... It was good to see them all get along.
It was fun to watch our families love each other.
Yes, it was. And,
Yes.
and then watching, Lance and Ramsey go to the gym when you were getting ready to run your race.
Yeah.
We're just doing fitness things.
Yeah, and you're running the 5K, and on the video, Claire's like, "There she
Yeah,
is!
she was
Go,
so
Christy!"
excited.
Yeah,
Yes.
So it was just fun. Everybody
was.
actually got along so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was very good. It was simple But I mean, but you and Ramsey are a lot like me.
Yeah.
So Lance knew what to expect.
Right.
he's
we go to bed
the
early
same as us.
Yeah.
As far as getting up early, he goes to bed later than we do. He likes TV a little bit more than we do. But he also understands that who I am.
Yeah.
And we just go with the flow.
That's right. So, I mean, Boston was special because it's been like a part of our friendship because of the trips we've been on. So it was just kind of like we've waited for it, you know? So, yeah, it was good.
It was good. So we got there on Thursday.
We got there Thursday, and then Friday we went to the Expo. And so the Expo was in a big convention center, and so they had a lot of good like race merch. Yes. But we were surprised because the Expo was not as big as what we thought.
I know. And we kept hearing about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
We listened to.
But the thing that's different about Boston is there's several streets that have lots of high-end stores. And so most of the running brands actually have pop-ups that are on that street. So it was like the Expo, and then you just go to the different pop-ups. Yes. So we kind of expected everything in one place, but it was more like you had to kind of find it.
Yeah, find it.
Yeah.
And if there was a map, if anybody of you that was at Boston, if you are watching this podcast, let us know if there's a map for next year, because we didn't. We would just run it. We would run across it because we were shopping on Newberry and we're looking. We're like, oh, there's the On Cloud store or whatever, and we would go into it. But when we walked into the Expo, we were like, okay, this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we did that on Friday, and listen, my 4 girls can shop. So so we were like, let's go back to the VRBO. But everybody got a pair of shoes.
Everybody did.
So it was good, and we did our shakeout. That's always important wherever we go.
Yes.
Like, where are we going to run? And so we ran first
early
like
that
6
morning.
a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Friday was pretty good, easy. Pretty low key.
It was low key.
And then Saturday was the 5K. Tell us about the weather.
The weather was a little chilly, guys.
It was misty and yuck,
It was misty. It wasn't supposed to rain. Weather changes very quickly in Boston.
It does.
And so got up, and I was okay. I've already decided I'm going to wear shorts. This is the thing, guys. He says, am I going to wear shorts that day? And I know I always enjoy wearing the shorts better when I'm running, and wear my knee high so I'm covering as much skin up as I can, because 40 is really cold for me. And I committed to the quarter zip, but I did have earmuffs on and a hat because it was misty. And I remember you telling me in Beantown, when it rains, to wear a hat.
Yeah.
So I had the hat on, and then I decided I don't want to wear the hat. And then while I'm in the corral, this is how my mind works, guys. It's just a lot of weather stuff. I like, okay, I want to enjoy the atmosphere of the 5K, because I was just assuming it was going to be packed. Because the Boston Marathon, they keep talking about the crowd and everything.
And 10,000 people ran
10,000 people. So I'm thinking, okay, there's going to be people everywhere. And I wear open ear headphones. So I took my headband off, because it really just isolates the noise and drowns it out. And I put it in my shirt, my headband, and I ran good. I forgot my gloves. I was okay. It was good.
I do have to share this because I really keep coming back to it, because, we talk about Christy's obsession with the weather. And it was when we were walking to the 5K that there was, probably a schizophrenic man and on a park bench, and he was really loud quoting the weather forecast.
He was.
And I think it was Christy that actually said it. She's like, that is going to be me at an older age. Like, if Christy ever gets dementia, she's going to be stuck on the weather and just repeat it. That's what this guy was doing.
Yes.
It was like partly cloudy, 49 degrees,
I know.
And it just makes me laugh because, 2 things that I love about you, but I have really come to realize as this friendship's grown, the weather obsession, And then, like, not that I'm talking because I'm the same way, but Christy, it doesn't matter if she's running a 5K or she's doing DECA or she's doing a half marathon. She gets up that day and we both in our nerves and our feelings. Like, she is doing a 5K and she is like locked in.
Yes.
She's like,
I really
serious.
wanted to PR.
Yes.
I really wanted to PR, and
you did.
And I did PR. I did it. It was a great run. I'm very proud of myself. I took 90 seconds off my PR.
Which is so good. And tell us your finish time.
My finish time was a 22:57.
Yeah,
so
which is so good.
I was, and my Garmin said like a 23:04. So I just wanted, what did I want? I wanted sub 24. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wanted sub 24. Mm-hmm. It just makes my PRs harder, but that's okay.
Yes.
I'm up for the challenge, guys.
So good.
And but I was just a little bit nervous about getting it because there were so many runners.
Right.
But my bestie over here, she put me in the right corral.
Corral 1.
If you watch if you listen to the Austin one, we know that corral placement is very important.
That's right.
Very important.
She was with fast people.
I was with fast people.
Yeah.
And they ran fast and they were out there to run.
That's right.
I was excited because Boston streets are small.
They're small.
But
the 5K was great. And then we had already planned, and it was lovely, that after the 5K, we were just going to split. Mm-hmm. And so Christy and I are not museum people. Nope. And so we had intended that we would like go to some shops that we wanted to go to, or do the expo again, and our family would go to the museum or do whatever they wanted to. And so once you were done, we just split ways and we went to Heartbreak Hill, which is a running store. And then we ate lunch and we were super excited because one of our favorite podcasters, or actually two podcasters that we like, we had just kind of by accident, Jeff Cunningham and Carolyn Coffin, we had found out that they were doing a live podcast.
Yes.
And a live like panel. And so we went to that, and it was 2 hours. And I don't know, I referenced that even in my head while I was running. It was really good.
It was really good.
Because they interviewed several people, talked about the race course, talked about mindset with running. And Jeff Cunningham is from Tyler. He went to Robert E. Lee, and then he ran at Baylor. And so we love him. Yes, so it was fun to meet him and get our picture made with him. Yeah.
We looked like little Michelin men, all puffy. Because we had like 3 jackets on.
Yeah, we were all bundled up because it was miserable that day, temperature-wise.
But yeah, that was a good choice because they had people that have tried to qualify for Olympic time trials. They had a runner that was a professional in the Boston Marathon. And then Jeff Cunningham's wife came up and just gave a speech about, do hard things. You know,
I thought about those things.
The irrelevancy of some of the excuses that we make.
Yeah,
I liked her. I liked her a lot.
I did
but
too.
It was just a good motivational speech.
Yeah,
but it just gave you insight on the course.
Yeah,
of it's going to be hard.
Yeah, I loved that.
But enjoy the moment.
Yes,
because you are the few that made it.
Yeah,
and that is such a proud thing. And I really appreciated it. I was glad that you heard that.
Yeah, it was so good. So that was Saturday, and then Sunday was the day before the race. The weather was really bad on Sunday. It was just yuck. And so we got up. We did our shakeout. Did we do our shakeout at like 4:30 in the morning? We did.
We did because we were doing quiet time.
Yes.
And I was like, the weather's coming in. We need to go now.
Yeah. So we just like stopped our quiet time and we hit the pavement for a short shakeout, and then we took the family to the Boston Tea Party Museum.
Yep, sure did.
And that was fun.
It was so fun.
And we had tickets to a Red Sox game for 1:30 that afternoon.
Yes.
And I got an email early that morning that said that the rain had delayed the game to 4:30. And we were like, we would have never signed up for 4:30 the day before the race.
Not the day before the race.
And so the guys and the girls decided to leave us behind and go to Fenway Park.
And then they enjoyed it.
They were glad that they did.
Because one thing that she didn't mention is on Saturday, how many steps did you end up having?
Oh, I ended up with 35,000 steps.
35,000 steps on Saturday.
Yeah, my legs were tired. They felt tired.
And so Sunday, like me, I'm just like protect. That's just my personality is to protect people closest to me. And I was like, you have got to stay off your feet.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was we wanted to be with the family, of course, but it was not feasible because they didn't get home until
6:37,
yes.
and it was so cold, and that
So
would have
cold.
not been good for the muscles. So I packed my Normatex, and so it was so good. That helped my heart too, because we just sat there, and we just talked about our running, our races, our goals.
Yeah. We did we do what we do before marathons and stall.
We just stalled.
Stall before bedtime.
We stalled. That's right. We didn't talk work. We didn't talk business.
We didn't.
We just talked.
We talked a little bit of goals. We talked about our history, running, and things like that. Just a little bit.
Yeah, just not work related. Just running related.
Just running.
It was so good. So anyway, and then Monday came.
It came.
I slept good. Monday came. Don't you feel like that we are good enough friends that we feel each other's anxiety?
Oh yeah, 100%. I took Copacom.
I woke up, I was like, oh my goodness, I have to do this.
Oh yeah.
And so we were sitting in the dark room reading our Bibles.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We could feel it though. I could feel it. I know I could feel it.
Oh yeah. I felt for you.
And so getting to the start line is an ordeal.
Oh.
So it is a point-to-point race. So some races are like out and back where you start somewhere and then you end there some. You may not go the same route, but you end up at the same finish line. Not Boston. All 31,000 runners get bused on a school bus to the start line. And so we left our VRBO at 5:30 in the morning. Mm-hmm. And the plan was for Christy and my husband, because if you've watched previous episodes, we're not great navigators. Mm-hmm. And so Christy and my husband were going to take me to the start line.
Yep.
And so that involved the 15-passenger van. Yes. Then we parked and we got on a subway.
Yep.
That literally one of the subways we were on, we were like this close to each other. Like
close.
Every athlete was on there. Mm-hmm. And it was cold. We looked rough because you got all your throwaway clothes on and had everything ready. And this was like a mic drop moment on the subway because I was like in my feels, and and Chrissy's in her feels too.
I was.
My husband's really good at mic drop moments.
Yes.
Just like simple statement. And this is what he said. Bethany, you're not going to win.
You leaned over and told me that. I was like, okay, that's true.
Yeah, because Christy had a good point. There are not any other sports that you are towing the line with the pros. Like you don't play football with the pros. You don't play basketball with the pros. And literally when I was on that course, I was thinking, okay, an hour ago the pros were right here. Like they're zipping through the same course. Yeah. It's just kind of a weird thought.
That's true.
But so it truly is like run your race. It's your race. You're only running against yourself. Yep. But I just felt so much pressure because I knew people were watching. I knew everybody traveled to see me. It was like the race that I've tried to stay healthy for. I know. And so that's like where the pressure came. Like, this is not the one that I want to DNF on, Yeah. So.
But your body felt good.
Body felt good. And I think I was pretty mentally stable until I had to tell y'all bye.
I know, yeah.
So,
but you gotta, guys. So much has happened before this. So it is a late start, and she got up at 2:30 that morning and started eating almost a little bit right away.
Yeah.
Because it's not a normal start time for you.
Not a normal start time. Like my 20-mile run that I did before Boston, I started at 3:30 in the morning and then came and worked a full day and started at 8:30. Right. Yep. So the bottom line is, left the VRBO at 5:30 and I did not cross the start line until 10:30 in the morning.
Yep.
And had about 10,000 steps by the time I got to the start line.
It is unreal.
So anyway, we rode the subway, checked gear. Ramsey and Christy hung out for a minute, and then they left. And when they left, I cried. Why did I cry, Christy? It always makes me a little emotional. I think it's because, first, I was happy to be at Boston. Second, you're about to have to run 26.2.
26.2 miles. Yep.
I can't wait. I cannot wait for you to feel that.
I know this. So, and you keep saying this.
Anyway, and so then I just kind of sat there for about an hour because we were divided up into waves to get on the bus.
Yes.
And then I got on the bus. The bus ride was about an hour. And so I was thankful. I tried to say something to the person next to me, and she didn't speak English. So I just leaned my head against the window and took a nap.
Yep. That's what you needed to do.
Yeah. And then you get to Hopkinton, and there, it's like Athletes Village, a lot of porta potties, and you start kind of trying to decide how to shed your clothes, you know, and then walk another nearly mile, more porta potties to the start line.
Yes. And that's funny when you explained the starting line, that it wasn't some big crescendo.
Everybody started running, and I do think that they did sing the national anthem again, and then it was just like, go. And I was like, oh, I gotta start my watch. We just started, you know. So
I can't even imagine.
And you literally, you know, goes through 8 different towns, and you literally are just in like a town, you know. So you literally go from like rural Massachusetts, where the houses look like what you would expect for Massachusetts, to Boston. Like, so it's really interesting, but it's
straight.
You turn twice. That's it. So 2 turns. That's it. And the weather was good, which was a blessing. And so I try to control my pace. It's downhill to begin with, so it's easy to go fast. And even though you're shoulder to shoulder with people, everybody's running your pace because the way that they have people seated based on qualifying times. So
I mean, it was unreal. And so we could track her on the app. And so we were tracking her and everything. But yes, she said the weather was great for the runners, not for spectating.
Yeah.
It was great because she had the tailwind. The wind was at her back. And also it was started at about low 40s. And the first part of your run, it was partly sunny.
Yeah,
it was beautiful. It was a beautiful day to start with.
Yeah, it really was.
Yes.
It kind of got a little bit.
It was chilly. Then it got cloudy.
Yeah, and we lost the sun.
Yeah, we lost the sun. And we were cold.
Yeah,
we were cold.
So I felt strong for the first half. I knew that the first half would be the easiest because that's what's challenging about Boston is it's uphill at the end, and it's rolling hills throughout, but very much uphill from the Newton Hills, which Heartbreak Hill is the last one of those, starts at 16. And so that's just situated at a hard place in a race.
Yeah, I can't imagine. But we listen to so many podcasts, just trying to imagine and just prepare you for that moment and everything. And so were the hills as expected?
I think they were. I think it's just the level of fatigue at the hills.
It's where they're at.
It's where they're at. But, you know, probably what... like 2 different things that stuck with me the most, just the sheer crowds, like the amount of support. Like, y'all, these towns, like, they shut down. It is a holiday. So it was like people were having cookouts, have all their patio furniture out, cheering. So the entire time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is unreal.
Like there's a scream tunnel, at Wellesley College and it's not really a tunnel. It's just, you can hear the screams for so far away.
You really can.
Yes. And so that, just knowing like all the historical part, because we listened to stuff, was cool.
To see it.
Yeah.
Did you run with music?
So I did have music on, and then there were just times where I just put my headphones down. Okay. And then, so the last 5 miles, I just put my headphones down because the crowds were so loud and I wanted to be able to hear them.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
You were glad you made that decision?
Because I wanted to breathe deep and know, like I'm here.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, and then another thing that I thought was cool is they had some runners. They had a bib on their back that said Quarter Century Club, and then it said at the bottom how many Bostons they had ran. Yeah. And so the highest number I saw was 49th. It was his 49th Boston.
Yeah. I did see a reel on that, so I saw what you saw.
Yeah.
Because it said, what did it say? Like the 3 letters.
Yeah.
Quarter Century.
So QCC. Yeah.
Yes.
QCC. Yeah.
And that's motivating.
It was motivating because I always tell Christy, we still have to be running when we're 70.
I know.
And so I'm like, we're going to. Yeah.
It was so interesting to see everybody. And just like I saw, we were at the finish line waiting for her, and we actually saw like 2 people, like it's like those reels you see of people helping somebody. Somebody literally face planted right in front of us, and these 2 runners stopped, locked arms with him, and drug him to the finish line.
See, I'm kind of jealous that y'all got to see all the finish line, because that's so like inspirational.
That was like, wow, they stopped their Boston Marathon to help that person. and
I
saw 2 of them.
I noticed in those pictures, because I looked at their numbers, they were fast runners. Like, they were all in the first wave.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they were
Yes.
fast.
Yes.
And they stopped and did that. The volunteers, like, the spirit at the end, like it was just, they treated everybody like it was an honor that they were there. Like, they put the medal on your neck.
Yeah.
I teared up. The person next to me teared up. Like, that was cool. Like, you could feel it, like the enthusiasm, right?
That's
like
good.
All
That's awesome.
It was all the feel goods.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Boston Marathon.
Yeah.
It is a master. Is that the right word?
Yeah. Well, it's like the Masters for golf, the Super
Yeah.
Bowl for football.
What are the 7 races?
Oh,
What are those called?
major. It's a major.
Major.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a major race, and that was the first time we've seen something at that caliber.
Yeah.
And that's what made it so interesting,
Mm-hmm.
is to see the way that it was handled. I mean, it was a good race.
And
It
you
was very
know,
good.
as an athlete that likes goals, I loved that my kids saw it too. You know?
Yeah.
Because they will never forget that.
They will never forget that. We had front row. We were sitting at the gate, or at the fence line, you know, probably 150 yards from the finish line, and we could watch her on the app as far as, and it was very accurate of where she was at. And so as soon as she came through, the people that were standing in front of us could hear our conversation, like, okay, she's a mile away. They said, well, let us know when she's scared. And we switched spots, since we got right up front. And so we were able to video you coming across the line. But I mean, yeah, it's neat to see the kids.
Yeah.
Because they're so proud.
Yeah.
And then Darby made that video, you know, and all
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
it was good.
So it was great. Yes.
It
Well,
was good. It was sad it's over.
it's sad it's
know.
over, but we have more goals.
We have more goals. We
Yes,
do.
and-
it's just like what we always say. We've got to enjoy in the moment.
Yeah.
Because we're here now, and you're wearing your Boston Marathon jacket. You have your Boston Marathon medal.
Oh, and last week.
I know. We were nervous
Yeah.
and everything, and now on to the next thing.
On to the next thing. But, like,
She's already qualified for next year, though.
yes, I already had. And I did at Boston. If I hadn't, I did at Boston with that time.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Because I finished in 3:23, which, you know, is not my best marathon, but it was still good.
Yeah.
It was
But
still good.
like I shared with her, I just heard a podcast. I was listening to Jeff Cunningham and Carolyn Coffin. And they talked about, everyone just talks about Boston. It is a harder course. And he made the comment, he's like, you have a marathon PR and you have a Boston PR.
Yeah.
Because it's just a different race.
Yeah.
So now you have a Boston PR.
Yeah. And, you know, it really made me appreciate, I'm thankful that we all went together, but it made me appreciate our travel alone too, because when we are running a race alone, it's completely different. That was like being on vacation. There's no like getting ready for a race. When
Oh.
Christy and I get ready for a
Yes.
race, we're like, let's do this and let's be ready. Like,
We're dialed in.
We are dialed in the whole time.
We're there for a purpose.
Yes. And so it was just different. There were a lot
It
of
was
variables
so
that were
different.
different. But we came home on Tuesday. Praise the Lord. Like, we had perfect travel.
Oh, I know.
Perfect travel.
Perfect travel. We landed in St. Louis with, 20 minutes
Yeah.
to get to the next gate.
With 9 people. And, like, I was just like, thank you, Lord. It's just like we
Oh.
just got in line to get on the plane.
I know. It was like a 5-minute walk. No, 3-minute walk
Yeah.
from gate to gate.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
We all got home and we landed in Dallas, 10:30?
10:30 and then back to the grind, right?
Back to the grind the next day.
Yeah. But, you know, the bottom line is we will hold on to those memories. Like, they're so good. And they're just a reminder, too, of, like, setting goals and the Lord being faithful and friendship growing, like, so much.
Yes,
You know?
I agree. It's just one more start line that we are at. And
was a big one.
It was a big one.
Yes.
And it was proud to watch you do that, you know.
Yeah.
And will I ever get there? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I'm setting some goals that you will.
I know. I'm sure you are. And speaking of that, the girls all asked. They said, "Well, when Christy qualifies, can we
Yes.
all come back again?"
Yes.
So-
and we're planning on that in 2028. Not long. So stay tuned, guys.
Yeah, stay tuned on that
Yes.
one. We'll see if we're sitting here in 2028 with
That's
me
right.
eating crow.
But anyway, we hope that you enjoyed the Boston recap. And, you know, thanks for following us on the journey from when we wanted to qualify and we didn't, and then when we did qualify, and then full circle to running the race.
We are.
Yeah.
I just congratulate. Just guys, put your comments below and just congratulate Bethany on the job that she did, because again, she qualified for Boston again at Boston. So the race that she ran was a good race. And I'm just proud to stand beside her and to watch her accomplish those goals. It definitely motivates me, and it just proves why we are so close and have such a good friendship, is because we are both driven that same way. So yeah, it was a great experience. But we just want to thank you so much for spending time with us on the Grit and Grace podcast. If this episode spoke to you, please like, share, and follow us on all platforms. As you head back into your life, choose to pursue it with strength, faith, and intention, a life marked with both grit and grace.